Okay, so here we go. We're going to continue with some more duality inside our society, something that's been exposed by Jordan Maxwell. And I'm just going to add a little bit more because the duality obviously comes from the Kabbalah, but we're going to do it, we're going to try to go full circle here from your birth. That's right. The birth of you came from a birthing canal. So that's already your first evidence that there's something wrong, because birthing has to do with vessels, ships, and you are considered a vessel. So as a vessel is birthed, the lines are cut or released by the dockmaster, which in this case is the doctor. And he gives you a birth certificate, and that's basically your ship manifest. And you are considered a vessel, which is a hollow container. And that hollow container gets filled in with your alphabet, your A's and Z's. You see it right there, right in there. And as a ship is filled with cargo. Now, I come back to the banking system, because the banking system also has a duality. It comes from the banks of a river. The higher the banks of the river, the less the money flows. And the banks of a river can be comparable to your interest rates, which prevents currency from flowing to the vessels. And the vessels end up, hitting the shore. In other words, they can't really travel that well. So there's a whole system of duality here that is hidden from our understanding, except for probably a few people that understand that the banking notes are IOUs. That's all they are. They can't lose value, but they've created a system because of the Kabbalah, which means to receive, which is not really the truth of the matter. It's all about taking. It's taking, taking, taking. It has nothing to do with receiving. It's all about taking. Here in Canada, we have the Receiver General, and nobody would be giving at the Receiver General. The Receiver General takes. And I got a beautiful example here with this pen. This pen, I've been wanting to receive it with my little hand out, and it doesn't seem to be wanting to jump in my hand. This pen can be here, across the street, in a store, on the other side of the world, at somebody else's place, but I cannot ever receive it without, you guessed it, taking it. So we should call the Receiver General the Taker General. But the reason why I'm saying all this is because when the banks increase their interest and there's less currency and flow, a well-known event is that people commit suicide. And one of the darkest part of witchcraft is the taking of life. So this occult that you see here is responsible for some of our most vulnerable to do this. And the government knows it. The government means to govern minds. That's what the word government means. And they know very well that when you play with money flow and you play with interest rates, this is what happens. It's not like a surprise. It is the byproduct of playing with people's vessels. So that's going to be it for today. Something to think about.